Commodore Tariela, si retired Justice Antonio Carpio, si Batong Bakal na profesor sa UP, satsat ng satsat sa ating media.
Mr. Chair, may I interject?
I am not yet finished, Mr. Chair.
I will request with the indulgence of the
Let me finish.
Senator
Let me
Marcoleta
finish.
just
I
to
want to finish my
interject.
statement.
If I may follow
Just to
fund
finish my
the
statement,
immediate
Mr. Chair,
statement,
and then I
Mr.
will
Chair.
allow her.
Salamat po. No, I'm asking the chair's permission, sir. I can wait until after
Session
the
is
Senator
suspended.
Marcoleta.
Pinsi. Ang problema po, General, hanggang ngayon, wala pang nagdo-drawing ng West Philippine Sea. Marami pong nagsasabi sa atin, paulit-ulit na lang nating sinasabi ito eh. Kasi po, 14 na taon nang nakararaan, pinado-drawing po talaga. Pangulo na ng Pilipinas ang nagsabi sa magitan ng kanyang administrative order. 14 years ago, sinabi na po i-drawing ninyo ang mapa ng Pilipinas kasama ang West Philippine Sea. At sabi pa niya sa DFA, pagtulungan nyo ng NAMRIA para i-deposit ninyo yung mga mapa at mga kaukulang charge sa opisina ng UN Secretary General. At i-notify nyo lahat ang international organizations. Mr. Chair, ito po yung mga hakbang, ito po yung mga steps para sa ganun, ma-drawing natin ang West Philippine Sea. Bakit hanggang ngayon po hindi na-drawing? Yun lang naman po yung tinatanong natin. Sasabihin na naman natin, paano natin natin? Paano po yung budget natin? Ang dami po bahin po natin ang ating GAA for 2026. Department of National Defense, Department of Natural Resources, Environment, pati po siguro DOTR. Mapapansin niyo dyan, may budget na nakalaan para sa West Philippine Sea. Hindi po ba malinaw man lang dapat alam natin ang hangganan, General? Makikipagtalo ba kayo sa akin na importante pong matukoy natin ang hangganan ng ating West Philippine Sea? Masama po ba yun, General?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Your Honor. We welcome the idea, sir, and rest assured that this will help us to understand more on the status of the WPS issue in the armed forces. And we assure you, Your Honor, that the armed forces will always follow the national policy direction of the government, and we will always follow the chain of command, the directive of our higher headquarters, Your Honor.
Salamat po sa sagot ninyo, General. Sa mga tweet, sumasang-ayon po kayo na dapat lamang talaga matukoy po natin ang hangganan ng saganang atin. Tama po yun?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Hindi, tama po yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Kasi po, General, maski po sa ating mga batas, tutukuyin ko na po, Republic Act 12064. Pag binasa po ninyo ang definition ng West Philippine Sea, tumutukoy po sa maraming bagay ng ating karagatan. Una na po yung ating Luzon Sea, yung ating exclusive economic zone, yung Bajo de Masinloc, and the maritime features of the Calayan Island Group. Kaya kailangan po nating matukoy talaga. Yun lamang po. Meron tayong definition sa batas. Meron tayong kautusan ay binigay sa NAMRIA at sa Department of Foreign Affairs. I-drawing na yung mapa upang makilala na kung nasaan talaga ang West Philippine Sea. Tingnan po ninyo, General. 1953, kung inyo pong susuriin ang mapa ng daigdig, lalo na ang karagatan. Yung ating Eastern Seaboard, nandun po yung Philippine Sea. 2000 po, dinrawing uli yun. Kasi po, every now and then, dinudrawing talaga yun. Nandun po pati coordinates, pati charts. 1953 pa po, or 74 years ago, ang Philippine Sea nakadrawing talaga doon. Pati ang mga coordinates niya. Kung nagawa po natin na i-drawing ang Philippine Sea on the Eastern Seaboard, bakit hindi natin kayanin i-drawing uli ang West Philippine Sea on the western side of our country. Yun po talagang dapat nating gawin, pagsikapan. Tinatanong ko nga po kaya po nagpatawag pa nga ako ng naggawa po ako ng resolution, pinatatawag ang NAMRIA, pinatatawag po lahat ang may kinalaman sa pagdodrawing ng ating West Philippine Sea. Meron daw pong sumagot, kamakailan lang. Samantalang alam ko po sa March 12, bukas po, uumpisan sana nating ayusin ito. Ewan ko po kung totoo, meron daw sumulat sa Department of Foreign Affairs at saka sa DND, hindi raw po daw pwedeng pag-usapan sapagkat ito po ay nag-involve ng national security. Mr. Chair, si Commodore Tariela, si Justice Antonio Carpio, si Batong Bakal na profesor sa UP, satsat ng satsat sa ating media.
Mr. Chair, may I interject?
I am not yet finished, Mr. Chair.
I will request with the indulgence of the
Let me finish.
Senator
Let me
Marcoleta,
finish.
just
I
to
want to finish my
interject.
statement.
If I may follow
Just to
upon
finish my
the
statement,
immediate
Mr. Chair, and then I
Mr.
will
Chair.
allow her.
Salamat po. No, I'm asking the chair's permission, sir. I can wait until after
Session
the
is,
Senator
suspended.
Marcoleta.
Kahapon, bigla na lang nangyari na sumulat daw po, kaya hindi ko po nalam kung totoo. Pero sinabi po ni chairman ng Foreign Relations kagabi lang na defer muna yung aming meeting o hearing bukas dahil nga po ang daw po hindi ko po sinasabi. Sumulat daw po ang pati NAMRIA at ang DND na ang matter na to will involve national security. Kaya lang po ako nagtaka sapagkat yung mga iba na nagpunta sa media, nagsasalita about West Philippine Sea, wala naman pong nagsasabi na wag ninyong pagtalunan yan. Yun po ay media pa po yun kumakalat sa buong Pilipinas. Kaya minabuti ko na pong dito namin pag-usapan, dito na lang sa Senado, pagkatapos sasabihin nila, kung totoo pong sinabi nila, nakakapagtaka naman, bakit hindi natin dito pag-usapan? Anong national security ang involved dito? Yun lamang po, Mr. Chair. Salamat po.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. Honorable Rizon Tiveros.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Ang akin lang po sanang interjection kanina na nag-submit ako dun sa tamang hiling naman ng colleague na magtapos sila and based on the ruling of the chair, ay wag po sana nating sasabihin na ang mga sinasabi ni na Commodore Tariela, retired Senior Associate Chief Justice Carpio at isa pang binanggit kanina ay mga satsat. Dahil mga seryosong pananalita nila iyon, kahit kadebate man sila o hindi.
Alam po ba ninyo kung bakit ko
Honorable
ginamit?
Marcoleta.
Alam po ba niyo kung bakit ginamit ko yung satsat? Hindi ko lang po alam kung ano ang pagkakaintindi po ng ating kasama ron. Pero yung satsat po, walang implication na masama yun. Kaya ko po ginamit yung salitang satsat. Kapag sila po ay nagsasalita, wala pong batayan Halimbawa po, yung sinabi ni Justice Carpio, hindi na po kailangan ng coordinates para po i-delimit natin ang exclusive economic zone. Mali po yun Magkakamali po, pati ang mga taong bayan maniniwala sa kanya sapagkat dati siyang magistrate ng Supreme Court. Mali po yun Ang dami pong babanggain na artikulo ng UNCLOS pag pinilit niya yun. Pati po yung mga pasabi, regular na reminders po ng opisina ng UN Secretary General. Kaya ko po sinasabing satsat. Yun naman pong professor sa UP. Ano pong pinagsasasabi niya? Nag-submit na raw po ng mapa ang NAMRIA sa United Nations. Satsat din po yan, Mr. Chair. Kahit nga po ngayon dito, matutukoy natin, i-open lang natin ang website kung alam po nung professor ng UP na wala tayong sinasubmit na mapa. Alam po ba niyo kung ano pinapakitang mapa ng NAMRIA? Administrative map, Mr. Chair. Ang administrative map only shows the political subdivisions of our country, regions, mga probinsya. Hindi po yun yung mapa na hinihingi po para sa ganon magkaroon ng hakbangin para finally ma-drawing natin ang West Philippine Sea. Marami pong proseso yun Maraming proseso yun. Hindi pala niya naiintindihan, satsat na sila ng satsat doon. Oh, yung Commodore Tariela naman yan. Pinayagan ba siya ng CHED na sabihin kung nasaan ang West Philippines? Hindi naman niya po tinutukoy. Pakinggan po natin yung kanyang discussion. Miski isa doon, kaya ko lang po nasabing gano'n. Lumalabas sa social media, lumalabas sa mainstream media, buong Pilipinas nagtatalakay sila. Wala isa man na nagsabi that that issue involves national security. Bakit po nung ako gumawa ng resolution para dito natin pag-usapan formally, bakit biglang naging national security? Yun lang naman ang tanong eh. Di po ba mahalaga sa kanila na ayusin natin lahat dito? Ito po ang bagay, ito po ang formal. Dito po mismo sa Senado. Dito po natin ayusin lahat ang hindi pinagkakaintindihan. Hindi yung radyo dito, TV dito, lahat sa halimbayan. Dito, yun ang gusto kong mangyari. Bigla na lang naging nagkaroon ng national security. Nakakapagtaka naman, Mr. Chair. That's the only point. Salamat po sa sagot ninyo, General. Talaga pong kailangan lamang na talagang yung hangganan ng ganang atin, matukoy natin, madilimit natin, yun ho ang inihingi ng batas. 14 years ago. Yun po yung hahanapin ko sana sa NAMRIA. Bakit hindi niya ginawa 14 years ago na nakararaan? Para matulungan po kayo. Para hindi po kayo parang nasa kadiliman, hindi natin alam hanggang hangganan. Makatulong po sa inyo lahat yun. At tama po yung gagawin nyo. Ang mandato po ninyo, tama rin po yun. Protection na ng saganang atin. Pero pangkaraniwan na, kailangan alam natin ano ang hangganan ng saganang atin. Wala pong masama doon. Salamat po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Marcoleta. Honorable Jinggoy
Mr. Chair,
Estrada.
maybe we can excuse the nominee and we.
I was about
work.
to say that.
Thank you.
If there are no more inquiries, we can now excuse General Francis Carandang. If there are any more, no more inquiries or comments from the members, yes, Honorable Albano, Honorable Revilla, sorry.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Just a short inquiry to one of the nominees. I would like to call in Colonel Robert Isnani from the Philippine Air Force.
Yes, can we call on Honorable Colonel Isnani to take the seat in front?
Good morning, Colonel Isnani. Yes, there is a report of the Commission Secretariat. They mentioned an unverified family accounts indicating that you may have a blood relation to Pedro Javier Cuevas, also known as Datu Kalun, a Caviteño figure historically linked to the founding of Lamitan in 1886. Interesting po kasi ito, Mr. Chair, because historical accounts describe Datu Kalun as originally from Cavite, where he was involved in the 1872 Cavite uprising and later escaped from San Ramon Penal Colony to what is now Zamboanga City. He eventually made his way to Basilan, where he was accepted by the local communities and became a Datu, admired for his leadership and resistance to Spanish rule. Perhaps you could tell us more of your family connection to Datu Kalun?
Yes, Your Honor. Sir, to the Chairman and Your Honor. We are a great, Datu Kalun is our great grandfather. He has actually originated from Cavite. Your Mr. Chair and Your Honor, we are actually a our great grandfather is Datu Kalun, who is together with also our cousin Jacinto Cuevas. They are the two who has been captured by the Spanish. Then they actually sent to San Ramon prison. Then they escaped. So according to my mother, who is a granddaughter of son of Jacinto Cuevas and Pedro Cuevas. So these two guys, ma'am, actually they are the two who is from San Ramon, then they escaped toward Basilan. Then it happens that they know how to use combat things, then they will be recognized one of the dato. But before they become a dato, they will be tested by the Sulu Sultanate for them to be recognized. And fortunately, my great grandfather is already passed and tested, so he was been recognized also by the Sultanate of Sulu. So we might not be in Cavite for a long time because we have been raised and born in Basilan, and I'm very thankful that our bloodlines in Cavite, hopefully we can meet someday, and that his one of his son is already a member of the armed forces with the rank of colonel right now. So, thank you.
Colonel, we have recognized the existence of your great-grandfather. Fortunately, in Bacoor City, there is a monument that has been put up in to give recognition to the heroic actions of your great-grandfather. And we have recognized, we have formed a sisterhood relationship with Lamitan Basilan. And we recognize your the heroic deeds of your great-grandfather. And hopefully it will extend to you as Colonel Robert Isnani. Congratulations po on your promotion, and we will support your promotion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, your chair. And
That would be all, Colonel.
thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Revilla, Honorable no more. There are no more questions for, yes, Honorable Alan T.
Mr. Chairman, maybe also call in, aside from Colonel Isnani, Colonel Angelo Caraig, Captain.
We will
Dex
excuse first
Papilio.
Colonel Robert Isnani.
No, I also have a
Philippine Air
question
Force.
to Colonel Isnani,
Oh, both of them?
for
Okay.
for all of them that I will be calling. Colonel Lex Heathcliff Basilio, Captain Frederick Francisco.
Those who were mentioned, please join Colonel Isnani. Before we continue, the chair would like to acknowledge the Honorable Senator Bongo.
If I may proceed?
Yes, please proceed,
My
Honorable.
questions pertain
T.
to artificial intelligence, its uses and importance. So my first questions are, what are the current application of artificial intelligence within the armed forces of the Philippines? Anyone can answer, since all are into communications and intelligence.
Good morning, Your Honors. I'm Captain Francisco, the Director of Naval Research and Technology Development Center. My department, my unit, is responsible for the research for innovations of the Philippine Navy. Right now, sir, we are exploring the AI capability, but of course, it is a much advanced technology that we're aiming, but right now we are starting with the unmanned systems. So with these unmanned systems, together with our partners, the academe and the Department of Science and Technology, we are exploring on the possibility of having a unmanned surface, aerial, and underwater detection. So as of now, sir, we are going to that capability in AI, but it is a startup, sir.
So, Mr. Chairman, so the application does improve AFP's intelligence gathering. You use it for intelligence gathering, surveillance, and reconnaissance.
Yes, sir. We are in the ISR, sir, Maritime Domain Awareness, in which intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance, sir.
How about for threat detection, cyber defense?
Yes, to include the identification of friendly or foe, sir.
So when you say, while ago, you mentioned about maritime awareness. So as mentioned earlier by our colleague, Senator Marcoleta and Congressman Albano, so have you conducted maritime awareness on the West Philippine Sea
Sir, in
using
my
artificial intelligence?
thank you, honor. Right now, sir, on my unit, sir, we are only engaged in technology research and development in partnership with the academe and the Department of Science Technology. So our testing is being conducted in the places that are adjacent or near to our partners, and yes, sir, it's being tested because we are developing a prototype, sir. So that would be all, sir.
Mr. Chairman, he mentioned about